First, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to his son, so y'all keep pushing this truth all the world. Shalom, won't keep pushing. But this article, it says, mysterious skies, incredible video shows 12 UFOs flying in formation as pilot exclaims that is some weird S. And here it is. You can see in this picture here of the Chariots flying in formation. It says a video shot from an airliner cockpit has emerged showing what appears to be a fleet of 12 UFOs flying in formation. The pilot who shot the footage can be heard reacting in astonishment to the eerie lights that appeared and then vanished in the clouds above the Pacific Ocean. It said the footage was shot some 39,000 feet above the Pacific Ocean. At first, 9 lights are visible in the video, which then becomes 12 lights moving in formation. The closest UFO disappears before 3 more objects reappear outside of the group. A pilot can be heard saying, "I do not know what that is. This is some weird S. That is something flying." He then simply says, "Gone," as they vanish from view. When the video filmed at 39,000 feet above sea level was shared on social media, many praised it as amazing and the best ever UFO footage. But others were quick to point out that the lights could be anti-missile flares shot from a warplane. It is possible that jets could be carrying out war games because the footage was shot in the hotly contested South China Sea. This section of the Western Pacific is a strategic shipping channel, a rich fishing ground, as well as containing unexplored oil and gas fields. Beijing claims it owns most of the undisputed area, despite several other countries having seemingly legitimate claims under international law. In recent years, it has been building artificial islands on which military bases have been built in a bid to take control. UFOs above hotly contested region. I mean, if you want, you can keep on going into this article, but they try to debunk, the sightings of the chariots. But man, the Lord, man, we know these are chariots. And if you want to go a little bit farther down, they talk about how government's getting into the studies of UFOs and, blase. They're trying to so-called study the chariots, which they're known as chariots in the Bible. They steady trying to debunk them, or trying to figure out how they coming or how to stop them, but you can't. These are spiritual vehicles. There's no bullet, there's no laser ray, no laser beam that Esau can make to try to destroy these or any other nation or heathen, Moab, or try to, thinking they're gonna have a hand of trying to take down these chariots too. But you can't stop it. It's all, created by the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, man. These chariots are spiritual vehicles. They don't need fuel. They don't need rest. They don't need anything, man. It's when it comes to carnal things, like they don't need maintenance. They don't need to be lubricated or nothing like that. They don't have wheels and pulleys in them. They defy all gravity rules. They expand, they contract, they have all different colors and shapes and sizes. And only a fool, the so-called white man, think he can destroy one of these vehicles. And yeah, they are chariots. And if you watch the video, you can clearly see it. There ain't no flares, no military flares. And these chariots, and when they come back during this World War III, you're going to see how real these things are. You're going to know it's not a military flare when you see them, shooting beams down. Or what people call them, laser beams. You're going to see it in that day. But There's no green men or gray men in these chariots. You got angels piloting these chariots. So-called so-called Negroes. You know, these are dark-skinned men. With big beards. In these so-called UFOs, and there's a whole lot more than 12 of them. We're gonna get some precepts on this thing, man. We're gonna go to Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Most High is among them and is in Sinai in the holy place. So yeah, you just see 12, but it says there are 20,000, even thousands. There are 20,000. And here it is. It's just 12 that they saw in this picture. That could destroy the whole earth. So when you got the Most High, He's gonna empty out the heavens, when it comes to this World War III, and to the coming to the Son of Man. He's gonna empty out everything. These chariots are gonna be destroying this place. Places all, especially Babylon, is gonna be destroyed. But these chariots, they're gonna go to war, man. We've been seeing the peaceful side of the chariots, sightings. They be messing with military bases, turning the nukes on and off. But you're gonna actually, for the ones who get left behind, you're gonna actually gonna see these chariots get down. Who don't get what's the word, delivered, during, before these nuclear ICBM missiles, detonate on the planet. You're gonna see these beams coming out and destroying as the nuclear missiles are hitting at the same time. They're gonna be delivering and destroying. So there's gonna be a whole lot of carnage going on. And here it is, they so worried about 12 of them. What you gonna do when 20,000 of them? There's nothing you can do. It's a hand down overkill, a brutal massacre that's coming to this place. And to you so-called Edomites and you heathen nations, you so-called Arabs, who are Ishmaelites, you so-called Chinese, who are the Moabites, you so-called Japanese, who are the Ammonites, and you so-called Africans, who are the Hamites. You gonna get a taste of this. And you Elamites, you so-called Indians, East Indians, you gonna get this work. You're gonna see the power of the Most High, because the whole earth has forgotten how the Most High got down. You haven't felt His true power in a long time. But He's gonna shake the whole earth, and it's gonna be trembling this time. And then people gonna know how the Most High get down, and it's gonna be remembered forever. So we're gonna go to, matter of fact, we're gonna go to Isaiah 66 and 15. So it says, "For behold, the Most High will come with fire, and His chariots like a whirlwind, to render His anger with fury, and His rebuke with flames of fire." So yes, the Most High, when these chariots, they're gonna come like a whirlwind, swift, quick, powerful, man. And they definitely gonna render His anger. What I was telling you about, they're gonna come back blasting, man. They ain't coming back to drop buckets of chicken, crawfish, and flowers and daisies all over the place, or love letters. When they come back, when you see bands and bands of angels in these chariots, man, they coming to kill, they coming to destroy. And to put you heathen nations in the blender, like they used to say. So hey, we getting in them times. Here we are. We at the very end, man. But when these chariots come during World War III, people's hearts gonna be filling them with fear, man. They gonna be all they like. They done heard that, this little gray man, little aliens coming to abduct us and, probe us and all this kind of bull. And when you actually see these chariots crack these skies, and it's gonna be, plain as day. people are gonna be shaken with terrible fear, man. You're gonna have straight up heart attacks. You know, they're gonna faint and all of the above. But I just wanted to point out in this article, they talking about UFOs and talking about that's some weird S. You ain't seen weird yet. It's gonna get real weird here in a minute, and we coming up on them days. Matter of fact, we coming up on that day particular. Where it's gonna get really weird for you people who's outside the Most High, you heathens. If you ain't part of the elect, the 144,000 or 1/3, you're gonna see how weird it really gets. You ain't seen how weird it's gonna get. So, but I just wanted to bring out this article here about the Chariots. But I pray this video was edifying and to the Sensi Yakim, man. Keep pushing. Shalom.